How good is the Insurgency Sandstorm Nightfall update?
Heffy G.
Hey everybody, I'm Heffy G, and you know me. 9 gigs of updating later, and I've been having the time of my life with this new Insurgency Sandstorm update. Who knew that adding pitch black levels and night vision would improve my gameplay experience with this game so much? It's scary in all the best ways, and not in all in the ways that my general physician is.
This game won't touch your penis.
I'm gonna go into a little detail about my thoughts on the added equipment and its contributions to the Insurgency experience, but before I do, I really would appreciate it if you checked out some of my other content. I don't just make Insurgency Sandstorm videos. I talk about a whole mess of other games, new and old, and I would like to see what you guys think about my other videos, so check them out and subscribe maybe if you dig the flow.
But without further ado, here we go!
Run is complete. Reconnect it now.
The nighttime update is big. It is the largest new content drop in the history of Insurgency Sandstorm, and you can see the surge of returning and new players that it brought with it. Every map in the game now has a nighttime variant, and as such is made significantly more fun to progress through in co-op. See, the thing is that the bots in this game have always had that same uncanny ability to snap onto your collarbone from half a mile away that made Will Smith's Deadshot such a cinematic delight in 2016's Academy Award-winning Suicide Squad.
I don't really have anything to say about that. I just like reminding people that Suicide Squad won an Oscar.
In the dark, the bots can't abuse their snap aim anymore, and instead you have the opportunity to wipe a whole squad of them out before they even notice you, which is really the kind of work experience I wish I could put on a resume. It is fun to stick together as a squad and murk the bots on their way to capture control points with their dumb AI brains. They still offer challenge, but the focus on their lack of vision in this update works great to inspire the players to take bigger risks than they would during the day. That's not to say that your butthole isn't going to pucker during night runs. The same dread you feel crossing an open area and hearing sniper rifle cracks in the distance is the same feeling you get whenever you have a flashlight swinging your direction right before you are about to start offering free lead injections. Nighttime raids are a different experience entirely, and New World was right to focus so much on it. The new equipment they offer up is pretty damn interesting too.
Changing my magazine! Hold on!
Five new weapons, a ton of new night-themed accessories, and a bunch of night vision optics, both civilian and military-based. You ever wanted to see what it would be like to have a nighttime firefight using one of those night vision goggles you got with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2's Prestige Edition? Well, here you go! They're fucking horrible! A lot of the fun that I had early game with this new content is just figuring out what works and what doesn't. But to be clear, I'm still very impressed with New World's gun animations and modeling. They even pay attention to the little things, like how the grease gun shows the weld marks where they stamp the gun together.
And the reason that they had these weld marks is because the US Army actually picked these up towards the end of World War II to replace the Thompson submachine gun. The reason the US Army decided on this weapon in particular is because they were very, very cheap to make, using just 2 pieces of stamped metal to hold all the bits together. It was actually cheaper to reproduce the grease gun than it is to reproduce with your mom on Taco Tuesday. 2 for 1 tequila shots. What's up?
But really, this Walmart brand submachine gun feels very deliberate. It has a slow and steady rate of fire that lets you get kills off at longer ranges than you'd think. The Sterling, on the other hand, is a dapper bloke of a closed bolt SMG platform, but it still gets into the business like the rest of them. I always use it with a suppressor because it's classy and gives me a return to Castle Wolfenstein vibe. The AS Val is best categorized as a very angry sneeze. It'll blow through most of its magazine in one exchange, but this Russian Special Forces custom-made AK does come with a built-in suppressor, so at least you save yourself some points on that. Hey, speaking of rifles that come with built-in internal suppression, the Honey Badger. You know, like from Call of Duty Ghosts? It's not suppressed out of the box in this game for some reason, but that's okay. In-game, it acts sort of like an M4 with more of a kick, which is cool because that's how it is in the real world. It's a little unwieldy, but given time, this thing can pop off, and it doesn't hurt that it's pretty too. To cap things off, let's talk about the Welrod bolt-action pistol. Even though it's not very effective at range, it still kind of feels like you're carrying a Mosin in your back pocket, and it is fun when you actually have something to shoot at. I just don't really recommend it for co-op. The bots will wreck you if you run this thing.
Go! Push out! On the ground now! Get down! Don't be stupid, man! Get up! On your knees!
Tideway is the newest map to get added to the game, and I really enjoyed my time with it. Playing PvP on it teaches you to avoid open areas like it's one of those people trying to steal your plasma in exchange for movie tickets. Like, excuse me ma'am, that's my fucking plasma. What if I want to build a plasma rifle or something? Are you kidding me? You're gonna take that from me? You are fucking me on the possibilities right now! Tideway comes in both night and day variants like all the other maps, and it's built around, of course, a desert shantytown with a bridge crossing through the middle. Let's be honest, we didn't really think we were going to get a jungle map. I mean, the game's called Insurgency Sandstorm. But it is fun to play through, same as the other maps. There's plenty of interiors to hide in, as well, and really the whole map is engaging to play from both sides. All in all, it's good looking and well balanced.
Changing mags!
This update's real lure is what it's named after. Night has finally arrived in the desert, and it is engaging as hell. When playing at night, you get to look at the world through your choice of night vision color. Personally, I'm a traditional green guy, but for Mr. Moneybags playing security, he gets access to full color night vision, which, quite frankly, is pretty fucking cool. Once you've picked out your equipment, you get sent out into the nighttime to spend some time stalking dudes in the dark. Like I mentioned earlier, they really scaled back the bot's awareness during night raids, and it makes for some of the most entertaining runs I've had in this game yet. The bots can still overwhelm you with their numbers, but the ability to sneak out mid-defense wave and pick out squads of bots before they even know what's happening makes you feel like maybe night vision goggles are just a little unfair to dudes without them. All in all, the Nightfall update is like putting a big set of boobs on Insurgency Sandstorm. It was great before, but now it's a lot more appealing for some reason. Hey, thanks for watching my video. If you're still here, why not check out some of the other stuff I got and maybe consider subscribing. Have a good one.